Hey guys, watch this video.
Actually gone on with insecurity and what we're facing. What are your priorities? And you're out here talking to individuals. This is actually your job to do. It's wild.
We said that there's a lot of pressure on the government, so you need to help the young ones.
What do you mean pressure on the government? Did anyone beg you to take up this? If I remember clearly, apart from the fact that this is public service and you do everything within your power to campaign to enter into office, if I remember clearly, the campaign slogan for this administration was Emilokon. Do you know what that translates to in English? It is my turn. I've never seen anything more absurd than that in my entire life. That means from day one, that you set out on your political journey, this is the day that you have been waiting for. So why can you come and say pressure is much on you? Are you okay?
So Falz's statement is in response to the First Lady of Nigeria, Mrs. Remi Tinubu's initial statement asking Davido, Burna Boy, and other, well-to-do celebrities to set up foundations to help poor people. Take a listen.
And I will use Akon, a music icon who does a lot of great charity work. They make the Burna Boys of this world, Ashake, all of them, Davido. We want to see you with one foundation or the other, helping the poor with your money. Not just good cars are good. A Maybach is good, Rolls Royce is good, but still, you can still help.
Okay, so I think that sets the context for this video, right? There's been a lot of reaction to the First Lady's comments. Obviously this also tied back to the previous comments she made about, setting up small scale businesses like akara business, kulikuli, and so on, right? And this time she's more or less sort of speaking generally to celebrities, right, to also contribute their quota to developing the country by setting up foundations and helping people who are in need, right? And she also said, everything is not just about buying cars, buying luxury items. Like, they can actually, try to support the government, which she sort of, sort of alluded to the fact that the government is currently overwhelmed, and the government needs individuals like this to also put in their shift. Now, the thing about what Falz has said, which I actually agree with, is that it is actually very ridiculous, to expect that private citizens who most likely have also paid taxes, to set up foundations, to start doing jobs that the government ought to do in the first place. So think about it. How many foundations really would Nigeria require, to get the right things in place, to get infrastructure done, to help pull children out of poverty, to help pull people out of poverty, to help, build schools, to help build hospitals, to help, set up businesses? How many foundations will be needed? How many celebrities will have to put in their funds to getting these particular things done? I've always maintained that you cannot develop a country such as Nigeria through philanthropy, through charity, right? The government is responsible. They are the ones that get the most funds. They are the ones that has the authority to tax people, to get money from taxes, to get money from sales of crude oil, to get money from all the avenues that governments get money from. These monies are then should be used in turn to provide these basic services. So Mrs. Remi Tinubu says that the government is overwhelmed, right? Overwhelmed, which means government cannot do everything. There's so many responsibilities on the government that they cannot afford to deal with all the issues facing the country. So, what exactly does the government need help with, right? So, let's assume Davido opens a foundation, right? And I don't know, focuses on kids, right? Maybe, so what level of involvement are we talking about? Is he supposed to build the schools, or is he going to only focus on providing, like, desks, books, maybe build a library? What level of involvement does Davido have to do for the government to now start feeling like, okay, a little bit of burden has been off us? Then how many schools will Davido have to actually service? Is it all the public schools in the country? How much, like, there's only so much. There's only so much an individual can actually do, foundation or whatever, right? There's only so much crowdfunding we can do to be able to take us to a position where the government stops feeling burdened. All I hear from Mrs. Tinubu's statement is that, guys, just come and do what you have to do. We can't do anything more than what we are doing already. And the question is, what are they doing already? What are they doing right now? Right? In terms of schools, in terms of infrastructure, in tertiary institutions that you can say is the sort of the primary constituency of the federal government. What exactly are they doing in terms of building world class, um, should I say, institutes, world class research institutes, world class everything that relates to actually properly educating people? What is the infrastructure behind? Like, there are certain universities you will go now, like, even the internet is so terrible, so what level is the involvement of government in building proper healthcare institutions, where ordinary people can actually feel like, okay, I need something, like, I want to do a procedure, I want to, like, I can safely go to these hospitals to do. Even they themselves, right, politicians, the people in the helms of power, can they confidently say there is a particular government hospital I can go to right now? Can Tinubu stop going? Tinubu himself, her husband, can he stop going to France for health services and all of that, and stay in Nigeria to receive those care? Of course not. Of course not. So how many or how much can these particular individuals do? Okay, so Burna Boy starts a foundation on what? Say maybe providing um equipment to medical centers, to tertiary hospitals. Okay, how many hospitals is he going to be doing that for? To what level? Is he supposed to build his own hospital? Is Wizkid supposed to start, I, I don't know, mopping up all the out of school children and taking them, paying their school fees in schools? Like, you know like, sometimes when these thoughts come from these leaders, you start wondering, like, do they actually think things through? And I see that is the frustration that Falz was using to speak in this video. Like, this is your job. This is your job. Do it. If you don't know what to do, leave. Right? And that's why he said during the campaign, it was just a miloko. They didn't really think through what exactly they wanted to come and do. Right? So it's actually very interesting, um, what we are seeing. Obviously, this particular government is more focused on providing and helping people with businesses, people who want to do akara business or kulikuli business. This is really what they are thinking. And the first lady is also advising celebrities or people who are rich generally to start opening foundations. You know, all you have to do is open foundation. And the thing about foundations is that it's non-profit. You don't generate revenue, which means people have to donate to it, right? Because there's only so much of the personal funds from these celebrities that they can use. You know, they are just artists. They like, it's not even like they are not selling products. They are not like what's it called? Like this popular guy, the Microsoft guy, I've forgotten his name now, right? These are not people selling that can scale. It's just music, you know, and there's only so much money they make from these things, and you want them, all of them, to start opening foundations because what Akon did it. Okay, the one that Akon did, has he been able to solve the problems in his community? You know, so it's just very unfair the way these guys speak, and I really hope that at some point they actually realize that they literally have the power to solve all these problems, right? They have the power to solve it. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.